good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in the world. I know I still got to get my mind around this time zone thing. But what we're trying to do here is, myself and Des, we are immigrants. We both from South Africa originally, and we moved across to New Zealand just over 3.5 years ago. And what we wanted to do is, we just wanted to pay it forward and try and help as many other potential people that are thinking about immigrating here, other immigrants, and sharing our journey, sharing what lessons learned, what's worked for us, what hasn't, so we can try and pay it forward and help anybody else that's thinking about moving across here to New Zealand. I'm a manager here in the IT sector here in New Zealand. So I've had the opportunity of hiring a lot of different people here and going through the interview process, not only on the end of trying to find a job, but also trying to interview and hire other people. So I want to share a lot about what I've learned about how you can go about finding jobs here and going through the recruitment process here in New Zealand. But then Des is also a licensed immigration agent, so she can also ask a lot, I always say ask, I can answer a lot of questions around the actual immigration process. So she's also here and can help answer those sort of questions. So that's why we just wanted to meet in the same time slot every single Friday, except for next week Friday, which is a public holiday in New Zealand. But otherwise, every Friday we will be here, and we want to, just chat a little bit and share and answer any questions you guys might have. So starting off with maybe today, Des, I know in the Coffee Connect yesterday that we had, one of the things that was a big topic was really trying to work out when you're trying to find a job from out of country and how you're job hunting, what platforms you should look on and all the rest of it. And one of the things that I was always saying is, look, besides trying to get your CV and your LinkedIn profiles and your Seek profiles and your cover letter, everything's got to correspond and match and all the rest of it. We were talking about you got to go on to Seek. That's the main tool here for going and looking for jobs. And you brought up a very good point and said, I want to challenge you on that one. And said, really actually use LinkedIn a little bit more and saying Seek not as much. Explain that one to me. I'm very curious to, I know the answer now, but I would love to share it with everybody else that's joined us. Why are you believing that LinkedIn is even more important?
So I always have this conversation, and I mean, I've been in the immigration industry for 11 years, so there's so many people that are in the same boat, and they'll tell me I'm exhausted from getting no after no after no, and I use Seek and I apply to nearly 50 jobs a day. And I'm like, well, that's the problem. Don't do that, because you're one of 500 CVs. Remember, as a licensed immigration advisor, I do both sides of the application. So I will assist employers with job checks, and they will send me their advertising evidence, and they will be like, we didn't even look at most of the CVs. Someone eventually contacted us directly. There was 130 applications. We weren't going to go through 130 CVs. And that is when I realized how important it is to not just be a CV. The moment you're just applying on Seek and you're using Seek as the only method of looking for employment, you're limiting yourself so much, because someone's only ever going to see you as a piece of paper. So what I always tell clients is absolutely find the job if you're interested in it and it's something that looks like you would be right up the alley because you meet all the requirements. Then go and select LinkedIn and link with the employer, go connect with people in the industry that are doing the same job as you. And you're not asking them for employment. You're simply saying to them, you saw this job is available within the company. You would like to know things like, how does the role work? Or how does the role fit into the company? What is it like working for that organization? And 9 out of 10 times, eventually, once you have that connection with the person that you're reaching out to, they will say, would you like me to send your CV to my hiring manager? And then, yes, absolutely, because now you're being referred from someone within the organization, and you're no longer just a piece of paper. You're now coming recommended by someone who's already working there. And that sets you apart from the 500 CVs that they've already gotten for the role.
Yeah. Des, I think you've touched on a couple of things that are so important there. The first thing is and I know we've mentioned it before, here in New Zealand, they are huge on relationships. It's a very small market. Everybody, I wouldn't say everybody knows everybody, but it is a small market, okay, especially depending on what industry you're in, etc. So building those relationships is key. And now it's really hard when you're an immigrant to start all over again, let alone if you're out of country doing that. So I think you've got a good point. You really got to use LinkedIn in a way where you start building those connections, starting to reach out to people in the relevant organizations that you would consider wanting to find work at. And then, like you said, it's not just about applying and getting to a long queue of candidates that have applied for a position on a Seek job ad. So you don't want to be the 100th or 200th person that's applied for that one role. It's rather reaching out. So it really makes a lot of sense. So I'm guessing then you would say a targeted approach is a better approach. It's not shotgun. You don't go and spray your CV out there, shotgun approach, hoping for the best, applying for hundreds and hundreds and hoping for a result. It's more being the fighter jet approach, really trying to target in, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I go a step further. When people start the immigration process with us, the very first thing that we tell them is, let's get your CV right. And after we get your CV right, let's look at your LinkedIn and get your LinkedIn set up and get your profile going. And the reason for that is job search starts at least 6 months before you actually start job searching. Now, I know that sounds strange, but if you are actively posting on LinkedIn and you're actively connecting with people, by the time that you're looking for jobs on Seek and you're finding these roles pop up, you're going to be like, oh, I remember this company. I've actually already connected with A, B, and C, and I know, and I've already chatted to them about the company, so I know about it. So now it's just a case of going back to that person and saying, hey, I saw that there was this role available, and they will instantly be like, oh, I remember this person, and they will refer you. So, job search isn't, I sometimes speak to people and they were like, we started job searching last month. We've sent our CV everywhere and we use LinkedIn jobs. Okay, I'm not saying don't use LinkedIn jobs. Please don't take it as me saying don't use platforms that, post jobs. But what I am trying to stress is that it's far easier standing out in a pool of applicants if you are doing it this way, because now you're a recommendation, or you already know someone within the company, or you already have that relationship with someone within the organization. It might even be the hiring manager themselves. Yeah. And then they might actually even think of you. They'll tell you, hey, I don't know if you've seen this, but I've put this ad on Seek. Yeah. Please go apply for it, because I remember we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. And that's the idea.
Yeah. No, look, It's exactly what my wife and I had to do when we tried to apply for positions 3.5 years ago. And I think the big thing is, and a lot of people that we talk to in our Coffee Connects, in the community, etc., is trying to remind them that this is not a quick process. Yeah, there's those lucky few. Some people, they're lucky, man. They either transfer with the company where they're with, or they get that one opportunity and it's quick and it happens for them. But for majority of us, it actually takes a bit of work. And that's why I love that you've explained that it's something where this job search starts 6 months before you actually move across. It is quite a process, and it does take a lot of work. It takes effort. It takes, commitment to make time to go on to LinkedIn, go on to Seek, go on to these platforms, update your profiles, make sure that you are doing the research. That's another one, is doing the research to try work out, well, with the skill sets that you've got, number one, what do they call the jobs here that match your skill set? And not only what they call it here, but how does it match potential immigration pathways, i.e. on the green list, what do they call it? Because you want to make sure, you might have the skills, correct me if I'm wrong, Des, for a position here, but you call it something else in South Africa, but here it's got a different name. But it's the same work, it's just a different name. So you first have to do that research, know what it's called. Once you're clear on that, then you can say, that's what my job title is here, and that's what they refer to me here in New Zealand. Now you can go and look on Seek, look on LinkedIn jobs and try find those specific jobs. But then not only find those, now you use, like what you said, LinkedIn, and try and tie it back to say, okay, well, let's go find the companies that are advertising those positions. Let's go follow those companies. Let's go and stalk the people that work at those companies. See what connections are there that you could potentially start chatting with. And a big one is please, if you do all of this, don't reach out to those people and say, I need a job. I want to move across, hire me. Oh, it just blocks people off straight away that they're like, no. Oh, just another person asking for a job. That's not the goal. The goal is to connect with them. Think about it. If a person in real life had to walk up to you and I just had to walk up to you, oh, Des, I need a job and whatever, and you don't know me, you're going to be, geez, who are you? You're at first like, hey, how you doing? I saw your post. I saw this. Find something that they did and ask questions about it. Get to know them first. You're building a relationship with them. So you're trying to build that connection. So, yeah, I don't know. Your thoughts on that, Des?
Oh, absolutely. So when I have chats with clients, I'm telling them a lot of the time, go and have a look at the person's profile first, because the last thing you want to do is go and have that conversation and you actually have no idea what they're like or what they're doing. And that at least gives you an in, because sometimes they'll do a post about something. I mean, I had a mechanic the once, and he said, oh, this person did so. I mean, I didn't understand it. I'm not anything in the mechanic field, but he was so surprised that he did something over the weekend where he used his mechanical knowledge, and he was like, this was so cool. So I was like, fantastic. Use that post. Say to him, hi, I saw you on LinkedIn. I saw you did this on the weekend with your skills and your knowledge. I find that so cool. That's your in. Have that conversation. Start chatting. You don't ever want to start a relationship with what can I get out of you. It's not gonna end well, and you're gonna burn that bridge before you even start, because people are then just not even going to look at your messages or your posts on LinkedIn, because they're already, okay, this person literally just wants something from me, so I'm not gonna respond.
Question: if I'm playing out the scenario, so I'm sitting in whichever country, be it anywhere else in Africa, South Africa, UK, anywhere in the world, and now I'm thinking about immigrating here and I want to go try and find a job, okay? Where's the best place to start to even work out with my skill sets what those jobs are called and who potential companies are that I should be looking at, in your opinion, okay? I can tell you one of the places I'm thinking off the top of my head, and correct me if I'm wrong, Des, is I'd say you want to go to the accredited employers. You would probably want to look at that site, because you would want to know which employers are accredited to potentially hire immigrants. So that's the one place I'd want to look. But before I even look there, I'm guessing I would want to go look on places like Seek, LinkedIn Jobs, find out what jobs are being advertised, okay, with what my skill set is called. And then I would want to go look on the accredited job seekers list to see, are they on the list? And then once I know the ones that are on the list, I want to go find them on LinkedIn. I then want to follow those ones, and then I want to kind of see what they're posting, who their managers and everything are. Is that a good approach to follow, or is there something that you recommend we do more?
No, that's exactly it, but I take it a step further. So there's generally 3 or 4 sites that I'll recommend. The first one is the list of accredited employers. I know it's not an actual physical list most of the time, depending on your occupation. So you'll have to put keywords in, and it'll spit out all the employers with that name. I mean, if you're a butcher, I would literally put in butcher or meats or some sort of keyword that's going to spit out businesses in that industry. So that's what I would do in that regard. If you were a mechanic, the same sort of thing, do auto or mechanic or whatever the case may be, and it'll spit out organizations that are accredited. So I would use that and then go onto LinkedIn, because I love LinkedIn. And then I would go connect with those organizations. And then I would go to LinkedIn Jobs. I'd go have a look at the jobs, not just the specs, but also there's certain occupations that even if you go see an immigration advisor, they'll be like, oh, registration is not required for the visa application. Yeah, it's not required for the visa application, but it might be required for your industry. So take it a step further and have a look at exactly what is required for those roles, because it might mean having to do a level 5 certificate, which you're going to have to start offshore. I mean, I know some people in the insurance agencies need to do an actual certificate that they need to finish before they can do their registration. It's not an immigration requirement, but it is certainly an occupational requirement. So take it a step further, see what's going to be required of you, and start doing those things. Also, look at the keywords. And when I say keywords, there's certain things that don't have the same wording or phrasing here than they do in any other country. I mean, I had boiler maker come to me, and they were like, "There's no jobs in in New Zealand," and they were applying from South Africa, and I was like, "That is so strange. Let me do it with you." And we went on, and I put in metal fabricator, and he was like, "That but I'm a boiler maker," and I said, "Well, yes, but you're a metal, you're a metal fabricator here." And he was like, "Oh, that was probably my problem. That was what I was doing wrong. I was looking for the wrong words."
Yeah.
So again, if you go through all those websites and then take it a step further and also go and have a look at Careers NZ, or even if you want to do a general search to kind of see what, if you're looking at certain areas, what the pay rate is like in those areas, so that you're getting all that information for your role and your industry, and the type of companies that you're looking at before you even start reaching out. So you create a little information data sheet that you can kind of work off, so that okay, Tauranga, for a metal fabricator, I should be earning about this. And that's how you approach the job search platform, because now information is power. I know what my worth is. I know what my role is called. I know what I'm expected to do. I know what's expected of me. And I've got all the information in order to start this job search process.
Awesome. That makes a lot of sense. So I just wanted to add, I see we've got quite a few people that have started joining now. We do have a community. The link is in the bio, so you can join our community. But and it's a free community. And one of the things that I do post there on a monthly basis is we've got something called the Green List Tracker. And what we've done is we've put some information together. Yes, it's only updated on a monthly basis, but we break it down into 4 different sectors. So we break it down into IT, into healthcare, construction, and what was the 4th one? I'm trying to remember. But there was 4 different sectors that we break it down into that are based on jobs that are on the green list. And we do exactly what you've said now. We go and look on sites like TradeMe, Seek, LinkedIn Jobs, and we see what jobs have been advertised in those sectors in the past month, but not only what jobs have been advertised, which companies have been advertising them. So we're trying to help you to say, go look if you're in one of those sectors. The other one was medical. You go look in those sectors and you see which companies are advertising. You can then go find them on LinkedIn, like we've been speaking about today. We also break down the salary brackets as well, and in which areas a lot of those jobs within New Zealand are being advertised for. So we're starting to try and help you with a bit of that research as well, so that you're starting to job search, you're getting that little bit more info to get a little bit ahead. So I encourage you guys, if you're not part of our community, join our community. Des and I are active in the community to answer any questions you may have. There's also a lot of resources we make available to you to try and help you in the community. Like we also do a job search masterclass that is available in there. But what we're also going to be doing is, if you wanted a pathway assessment to work out if you have a potential pathway to moving here to New Zealand, we even help and offer sorting that out for you. We'll have a look at, it takes you about 5 minutes to fill in the information, and based on the information you send us, we'll let you know whether you've got a potential pathway and what that may be. It's not a guarantee, but it tells you, hey, you have got a potential pathway, or no, we need a little bit more information from you to make a clear assessment, or unfortunately, no, based on what you've given us, there isn't a pathway. But at least it gives you some clarity, so that the whole point of that community in phase 1 is trying to just help you with clarity on working out if New Zealand is even a possibility to move here. So we're really just trying to pay it forward over and above these sessions that we're doing every Friday morning, our time, in this time slot. We're also just trying to help you in that community as well. And then we can answer any questions, and there's other people that can support each other in that community as well. I know we're almost coming up on time, but are there any questions from anybody that's in the audience now, anybody that's online, anything you'd like to throw at us? Please type in the comments, ask any questions you may have around potentially immigrating or moving here to New Zealand, or anything about New Zealand, and we'll answer it for you. So please go ahead and ask us. Des, I know, hopefully I covered it correctly on the pathway assessment. Anything you wanted to add on that? I wasn't sure.
I think we specifically spoke about job search today, but everyone's immigration process and pathway is different. Some of us want to literally come over for 5 years on a work visa and see if New Zealand is for us. Some of us want to make New Zealand our home, and that's wonderful. So I think even before we start job search, it would be so important to do something like that eligibility checker, because at least then we know, okay, this is our plan, and hey, it is actually a possibility. There's no point investing all this time, effort, and energy into the job search process if we're not even sure if we have a visa pathway available. So I think before we do anything on job search side, I think this would be a really important first step. And I mean, it is a preliminary assessment. However, you're more than welcome to get back in contact with us and say, hey guys, thank you for the preliminary assessment, but what is my actual pathway options? And we can then come back to you. There are licensed immigration advisors on the Soft Landing app, and they can come back to you and say, okay, this is your assessment. These are your options. This is your next steps. And then at least you can make informed decisions based on the information that you have available.
Yeah. No, I love that, Des, and I think you're so right. The idea is we didn't want people to spend a ton of money. Don't spend a cent yet until you even know if it's even a possibility. So that's why we really try to create this community for people to come together in a safe space to answer questions from trusted advisors that I've used myself in moving across here. I mean, Des, you helped me and my family 3.5 years ago get across here. So that's why I'm working with you now. You help make this a reality for us. So that's why I'm only dealing with people that I know and trust that can actually help us. We've also got other immigration agents that I've dealt with. I had to move my nephew across here recently. We had to adopt him because my sister-in-law unfortunately passed away. And we've dealt with them, and they helped us get him across here. So I've just created a space in Soft Landing where it's trusted advisors, where there's, and I know it sounds so ironic saying it and we're on social media, but where there's no social media noise from other people and you're not sure who to listen to and what's truth and what's not. That's what the community is about. And it's exactly what Des said now. It's to try to help you with giving you clarity on whether this move is even a possibility for you. And I love that you actually said that, Des. The best place to start is actually with that New Zealand pathway assessment. Because, I mean, why go through all the effort of everything we're trying to share with you around job search and job hunting and getting interviews if you don't even have a pathway to get here? I mean, well, then don't, And I know it'll be a hard truth if there isn't one, but at least then you have clarity.
Yeah.
You'd rather have that. Yeah.
Sorry, Brett. I know we're running short on time very soon, but I think what I really want to add from this is, we always have immigration changes. And at the moment, as an immigration advisor, it is a landscape that is ever changing. And it is very frustrating when I have meetings with clients and they said, but I saw on Facebook and I saw on Instagram and I saw, because your interpretation of someone else's interpretation is sometimes way off the mark. So I think another thing that Soft Landing really does is create a safe space where you're talking to licensed immigration advisors, and you can get their input and you can ask them questions directly on the changes. So I think before you go to any other social media, I'm not saying that you're getting wrong advice everywhere, but to make sure that it's trusted and it's correct and that you know that it's coming from a reliable source, I would definitely recommend using Soft Landing for any of those questions as well, just to make sure that the information and advice you're getting is 100% accurate.
No, thanks, Des. Look, I see we haven't had too many questions we haven't had any questions from anyone. I was really hoping we could answer some questions for some people. Oh, we've got one. Thank you, Judith. I knew I could rely on you. Just curious, did you both get jobs while offshore, or you had to travel to New Zealand for a job search? So from my side, Judith, my story is I was very lucky we got while we were offshore. The way that we got it from offshore is actually my wife. She was a trooper, okay? And that's what she did, is followed exactly what we said. I know we don't have a lot of time to go through my whole story, but we were meant to immigrate to the UK. And because of a lot of stuff that happened, you can listen to my podcast and I'll share the whole story. We ended up actually changing our minds and coming here. And I told my wife and I said, geez, love, if you you don't want to go to England anymore and you actually want to come to to New Zealand, well, then you better find me a job. And she used exactly that. She started stalking different companies on LinkedIn. She started connecting with different people to the point where they eventually started chatting with her and they wanted to offer her a job. And she said, no, don't offer me a job, but if you could offer my husband a job, that would be great. And she actually helped me get an interview from somebody that was looking for a position in my field while I was still offshore. It was hard because the timing-wise, we learned that we applied for the position. It was around about October, November that we went through the interviews and we started applying. And then the problem there was, as much as I was visa ready with Des and their help, okay, so the minute we got that offer, we could get moving quickly. The problem is the moving quickly got close to Christmas. And everything shuts down here near Christmas. And then what happened was nothing happened between December and probably almost the end of January. So the company that I had given me the offer was starting to get antsy and saying, oh, it's taking too long to get here. But luckily, we just made it in time, and we actually arrived here, I think it was like the 3rd of Feb or something like that, because then when New Zealand woke up again towards the end of Jan, everything moved, and the visas came through, the work visas, and I was able to move. So a long way for me to answer your question, Judith, but I did it from offshore. Des, yourself?
So I'm obviously a licensed immigration advisor with Network Migration Services. So I did come over with a job offer. However, my husband did not. So the reason I have these recommendations is from helping him. And I know it's hard work. I know you have to apply yourself every day. It took him, it was 6.5 weeks to get his first job interview. And he was so frustrated. He was like, it cannot be this hard to get an interview. And I said to him, we've just started, So I give these recommendations not only because I've worked with it for the last 11 years, but because I've seen it firsthand as well. So we've experienced both sides of it, having a job offer upfront versus obviously having to look for one while you were here onshore, and all the lovely demands that come with that, because it's not easy, I know. But yes, I've dealt with both in my personal circumstances.
Yes. And Judith, maybe one just other thing as well is, as much as I was able to, with my wife's help and everything, find that job offer, and it brought us across here, and I'm so grateful it was the opportunity that got me into the country. After being here for a year, that job, it was rough. It wasn't exactly everything I was hoping for. It was a bit of a step back and everything, which was great because it was my stepping stone in here. But then I started job hunting while in country to find another job. And that's when I went through the process. And I promise you, I, at one stage, thought there was something wrong with my skills. I was like, why doesn't anybody want to meet with me? And it was eventually starting to learn all these things that Des and I have been chatting about now, and what we had to change, and realize the mindset wasn't just about my skills and everything like that. It was about the relationships. It was about meeting people. It was about finding the more personal connection with even my cover letters and applying for positions. So I had to go through all of that to eventually tweak and see what worked to be able to find jobs here in country as well. So thanks for that question, Judith. Colby, you've asked a question here. You said, what are your long-term goals? Are you planning on heading to Oz or just staying in New Zealand? Okay, so I see Des is shaking head. I'll answer from my side first. So Colby, there's a lot of people that I do speak to that I know use New Zealand potentially as a stepping stone. So they come here because it was easier for them to get in here. And geez, we say easier, so wow, I don't know. But they get in here, they stay here the 5 years, and then they jump across what we call the pond to Australia. So there is a lot of people that do that. Me personally, I'm already 44 years old. This move was rough, okay, Colby? This is one of the hardest things that I've done. And I don't know if I could put myself, let alone my family, through moving to another country again, be it Australia or anywhere else. So my end goal is to stay here and make it work here. I don't want to move to Australia. We do have family in Australia, and they obviously try to push us and say, hey, come join us up here in Oz. I don't want to do that. I want to stay here. As long as I can make it work here, and when I say make it work, I've got a lot of catch up to do from a financial perspective, because we've literally spent our life savings, our insurances, everything to get here and get set up. But now I'm midlife and I need to play catch up so that I'm not a burden on my children. So that's a big thing that I'm trying to work on. I've got a plan. I've been putting it together. But my goal, Colby, is not to move. It is to stay here. But that said, I know there's a lot of people that do use it as a stepping stone. Yourself, Des?
Yeah, I agree with everything you just said. I have got family in Australia. It's beautiful in Australia, and it would just be a lovely visit or a lovely holiday, but it's definitely not a goal of mine to be moving. I think we're really settled. It's taken me forever. It's taken me the whole 3 years to finally find a place where I feel settled and I feel like I'm getting roots again. I've moved to, when we were in Auckland, we moved to a little town up north called One Tree Point, and we're finally finding our community here. I cannot imagine, as Brett just said, starting this all over again. It's tiring, it's daunting, it's exhausting, trying to find your community and your village again. So that when there's things like you're running late at school pickup, your kids don't think that you forgot them, or little things like carpooling somewhere because your kids have got rugby on a Saturday or whatever the case may be. It takes long to find that network again. Yeah. And find people that are like-minded to you. So from a social and a financial perspective, definitely not going to be moving anytime soon.
Yeah, no, cool, Des. And I think you also touched on one that's important. It's also not just about us, it's about the family now. So when you got kids, it makes it, I think, a little bit more difficult because you don't want to keep unsettling the kids and moving them around, which can be a tough one. Mama Twins, which is Judith, now that I know, you've asked, did you move at one go as a family, or you left first and they followed? So from my side, we left one go as a family. So we all came together. I have heard of other people that have sent one person ahead and then the family follows. I don't know, just me personally, Judith, I couldn't do it, hey, being away from my wife and my kids and everything like that. I take my hat off to people that have been able to do it that way. Me personally, no. We all came across one go. What we did do, though, is my wife didn't work for the first year because what we planned, if you can afford it, and it was tough that first year, is we lived off one salary, but we wanted her to try and make it feel like home, get the kids settled, get the family settled, get everything sorted first before she went job hunting and found a job the second year of us being here. So that's what we did. Des, I don't know about your side. Did you all move together? Because I know you got two kiddies as well. Yeah, you also all moved one.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine doing a 28-hour flight with just myself and two kids under the age of 4 at the time. So, no, I came with my whole family.
Yeah, that's another story for another day with a flight with the kids. Colby, I see what you're saying. You're considering going to Australia. You've been back and forth between SA and New Zealand, and now you're considering Australia. But you did say you are a bit younger than us. So, yeah, look, you got to do what works for you and what's the right decision for you, your future, your family. New Zealand isn't going to be for everyone. Australia may be a better option for some people. So, you know, we're not here to say, hey, only New Zealand. No, you got to see, it's more trying to help you get clarity on working out, is this actually the right move for you and your family? Can you not only survive here, but thrive here? Is that the right move? It's not going to be for everyone. I get that. Okay, so 100% Colby. Look, our community is all about New Zealand and New Zealand focused, but I do know, Des, correct me if I'm wrong, you can help also with the whole process of moving. Yeah, so she could even help if you have questions around moving to Australia. She can do that too, which is cool. Colby says, my dad didn't the first time. Oh, what didn't the first time? What is that in relation to? Sorry, Colby, I've lost the chat there. What did you say? Although I'm still quite young. Oh, it's my old age, Colby. I'm not keeping up here, but you've said something about my dad didn't the first time. I'm just not sure. Maybe you want to clarify for me on what you mean there. But yeah, but I love the questions. So thank you guys. Really appreciate it. I know we are over on time, Des, so I'm stealing more of your time. And I know you also got to get the kids ready for school and all the rest soon. Excuse me, my dad came on his own the first time when we moved. Ah, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, Colby, so I take my hat off to people that do that. That is really, really tough. I know of some other families, even South African families, that have done the same thing, where it was the mom that came across first, and she was here for almost a year before the family could come across. And I'm just thinking, gee, how do you do that? Dad back home with kids and everything like that, and then only coming across a year later. I don't know if I could cope. It would be like, so yeah, hats off. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. But you've got to do what works for you, I guess. Everybody has their story. Hey, you'll talk to so many immigrants. Everybody has a story. Oh, no way. My dad was only here for 6 weeks. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that makes it a little bit more bearable. But yeah, I've heard some people that do it for months, even up to a year. And I'm like, oh, no, I couldn't. I would have. Look, I know we can have stories about COVID. There's even people that did it in COVID, but that's special circumstances. I get it. But there's even people outside of COVID, they do it. So yeah. Anyway, cool. I know we're over on time. So first off, I just want to thank everybody for joining us and listening in. Thank you for the questions, Colby and Mama Twins or Judith. I really appreciate it. Appreciate everybody else making the time to join with us as well. It's really been great having you guys online. We will be doing this every week, same time slot, except for next week Friday, because it is a public holiday in New Zealand next week Friday. So we'll pick it up in 2 weeks' time again. We're here to answer any questions you may have around moving or potentially moving to New Zealand, job hunting in New Zealand. So please join us, ask us any questions. And then we've got our community. It's a free community. The link is in the bio. Please go join us. We'd love to have you in the community. It's a safe space to ask questions at any time. We're active in the community. And we're also just trying to support you and trying to work out and help you get across to New Zealand if it's the right move for you. So with that, Des, thank you for waking up, I would say bright and early, but it's not bright and early. Yeah. Thanks for waking up early. And good luck with the school runs and everything else. And I know the school holidays coming up, so it should be your last day in the same boat. They break up today. So yeah, then we've got 2 weeks of kids running around the house and trying to work and juggle and all the rest of it. So yeah, thanks everybody. It's been absolutely awesome chatting with you this morning. You must all keep well.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.